Caligula, the mad emperor who terrified Rome in the year AD 12. A child was born into the most powerful and dangerous family in Rome, the family of the Caesars. His name was Gaius Julius Caesar Germanicus, but everyone called him Caligula, meaning little boots, a nickname from the miniature soldier's boots he wore as a toddler in army camps. He grew up surrounded by war, politics, betrayal, and murder. His father, a beloved general, died mysteriously, poisoned, most believed. His mother and brothers were arrested and starved by the paranoid Emperor Tiberius. Only Caligula survived, he learned early. To live in Rome's palace is to sleep beside snakes. The golden beginning when Tiberius died, Caligula became emperor at just 24 years old. Rome erupted in joy, was handsome, charming, generous, and the son of a heroic general. He freed prisoners, paid debts, gave bonuses to soldiers, hosted games and festivals. For the first 6 months, he was adored. Then everything changed. Caligula became gravely ill, so sick that he almost died. When he recovered, something inside him was different, something darker. Historians debate whether he suffered brain damage, trauma, or a psychological break. But one thing is certain, the young, loved emperor vanished. Something terrifying replaced him. The descent into madness, Caligula began behaving like a god, literally. Demanded people worship him, walked around dressed as Jupiter or Venus, built temples to himself, replaced statues of gods with statues of him. He ran through the palace at night screaming. He insulted senators during meetings. Some days he executed people for the crime of being too well dressed. He declared the sea god Neptune his enemy and ordered soldiers to attack the ocean with spears. He took palace treasure and used it for absurd personal projects, including a floating palace ship and a banquet where he supposedly made nobles crawl at his feet. The same senators who once celebrated him now wrote secretly, "We are ruled by a lunatic." The darkest acts Caligula grew crueler. He confiscated property. He executed nobles without trial. He humiliated senators publicly. He held endless sexual scandals. He believed no one had a right to contradict him, not even family. He once said, "Let them hate me, so long as they fear me." Fear he created easily, but hatred grew even faster. The assassination plot by AD 41, the danger was too great. A group of senators, officers, and members of the Praetorian Guard secretly conspired to eliminate him. The leader was Cassius Chaerea, a guard whom Caligula mocked for having a soft voice. Humiliation turned into revenge. On January 24, 41 AD, Caligula left a theater performance and walked through a narrow tunnel beneath the palace. The conspirators waited there. Caligula saw them too late. He was stabbed repeatedly, some say 30 times, collapsing in a pool of blood. Stunned that anyone had dared strike the god of Rome. His wife and young daughter were killed soon after to prevent retaliation. Caligula was 28 years old, came after the Senate wanted to restore the Republic. They hated the emperors, but the soldiers had other ideas. They found Caligula's uncle Claudius, hiding behind a curtain, terrified, expecting to be killed. Instead, they saluted him. He became the next emperor. Rome would remain an empire for centuries more. How history remembers him? Caligula is remembered as brilliant but unstable, a ruler warped by trauma, an emperor corrupted by absolute power, one of the most infamous figures in ancient history. But scholars still debate how mad he truly was. Some ancient writers exaggerated for politics. Some stories are propaganda. Others are confirmed. The truth may be somewhere in the center. A damaged man, placed on a throne too powerful for anyone, let alone him.